maybe a question for me to you, Joel, is, a common response back that we get from employers is essentially like, hey, we want to hire someone that's had the 3, 5, 10 years of experience before, and going to, a trade school isn't the same thing as having, in the field experience, decade plus of experience. So I guess the question for me to you, Joel, is what would you say to that prospective employer of why they should hire someone who's just coming out of, let's call it a trade school or a maker space, that wants to get into the industry, when they've got a job rec that says 5 years of experience at a minimum?
Yeah, that's the hard thing about it. A lot of those job recs, they put the ideal person and they're not out there. We have a very shallow bench, and 3 to 5 years, yeah, that might be a little bit of a challenge. But you can get people that have been playing with electronics for 5 to 10 years, been playing in these maker spaces. They might not necessarily have corporate experience, but I can tell you they can solder, they can 3D print, they can laser engrave, they can work on CNCs, they can design and build things, and also they can troubleshoot. They've been working on 3D printers, and those things break down all the time. And so we've been creating some gateways to manufacturing. And again, if you want to be a mercenary and hire somebody for a little bit more money and hire them, they're not going to, their loyalties to the money. It's not to the organization. But if you if you become a farmer and not a pirate goes steals other talent, a company that really wants to be a farmer and grow their own, they'll be the ones that have the processes and that will cultivate the pipeline. You can't just expect 1 or 2 people to come in and last with you. You got to put in a process that will cultivate and build that talent. And that's what organizations that are successful are doing.
I love that mentality, Joel, and I'm excited to see what people in the maker spaces do going forward.